Okay, it's been a minute since I've recorded, so let's make a melody. As per usual, I do not know what I want to make. I think I want to make something on the darker side. So let's find some sort of synth or something that we can start playing around with some sounds. Let's just start with flex. Looks like we're in D sharp minor. And we're at 140 currently. I just did something in 140 like within the past week. I've kind of done everything that's a little bit on the faster side from 130 up to like 160, so I could go even faster. So maybe let's go 177. Okay, this is pretty repetitive, and I think I want to keep this particular instrument on the repetitive side. And then for some of the other sounds, I'll probably make them a little bit different and have them change over time a little bit. So for now, let's find another sound. I'm going to go with flex again, and I think I want to pick, actually, I'm going to go to Sakura and grab a string. Sakura has some pretty solid string sounds. Maybe we can take this one out the first time, and then the second time around it does hit that note. And maybe something else we can do to make this a little bit different is maybe move these notes. So I'm going to go up 7 and make sure that they're all still in key, and in this case they are. So let's listen to what this sounds like now. Okay, so now we've got 2 different layers going on. I think a choir would sound really cool with this. As strange as it sounds, I think like an electric guitar would sound cool on this. Okay, let's copy and paste this over, and then I think I do want to make this one a little bit different in the second half, because a lot of the other patterns that I've made haven't really changed much. It's just been, a copy and paste of 2 halves, or, the same thing 4 times or something like that. So I do want to add a little bit of variation to this. I don't want to change it too much though, so maybe we can, here, let me listen for a second. Maybe we can flip these. That kind of works, actually. And then maybe we can move these up. Then maybe we can change this one a little bit and maybe add some extra flavor notes here. I think I want to move some of these notes that are really high pitch and make them low pitch. And the reason I did that is because I already have so many things that are high in pitch. Like the strings are high in pitch, these staccato strings are high in pitch. Or not staccato. I don't know how to say that word. Pizzicato? Or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. It kind of sounds like staccato strings, but I think it's like where you're plucking the string just like for a brief moment. Anyway, that's pretty high pitch. This is kind of medium high pitch, but it's pretty high in pitch as well. The choirs are pretty high pitch. And so I wanted this guitar to have a little bit more in the lower register. And something I've already started doing with some of these is making them sound a bit realistic. So let's continue with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is Control A, Alt R to randomize some of the velocities and releases. Then I'm going to Alt S to strum any notes that are on top of each other, and then Alt Q to kind of help me randomize. And I'm randomizing based on the dotted eighth note grid. And to help with that randomization a little bit, I'm just going to take some of these seemingly at random and move them back. Something else I'm going to do is I'm going to pan some of the downbeat notes that are lower in frequency. So in this case, I just want to do the 1, 5, 9, and 13. So in this case, Alt S won't do anything because I don't have any notes on top of each other. So Alt Q, and then we can do the same thing and move some of them back just a little bit. And let's do the same thing and take some of these notes on the downbeats and pan them. And I'm going to pan them the opposite direction here. And let's go to the choirs. I've already kind of done that for the choirs. So I'm sorry if you hear that motorcycle. Let's take some of these, and in this time I'm going to push them forwards a little bit. But then we're going to do the same thing and take these downbeat notes that are lower in frequency and pan them the opposite direction. So I hit Control A, Alt R, and then I'm going to hit Alt S, which helps strum some of the notes. Alt Q. And then let's take some of these and move them back or forwards just a little bit. And then let's take some of the downbeat notes and pan them the opposite direction of what I did last time. So I'm going to do this, and this. Now all of them should sound a little bit more realistic, kind of like a person has played them. So now I'm going to put them on the mixer channel and start adding effects. And I'm also going to start mixing, so I can see that these are a little bit loud. So for these, I'm going to call them pizza strings just for simplicity's sake, because I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly. So I'm going to take my pizza strings and I'm going to add some chorus to them. Some delay. And then I'm also noticing I need to EQ these choirs. So because my guitar probably has some of the lowest frequencies in it, I'm going to separate it. I'm also going to add some chorus to it. Some reverb as well. In fact, I'm going to take my guitar and I'm going to add some more effects to it. So I'm going to have the guitar going to a different mixer channel, and I'm going to put this on my effects peak trigger. I'm going to skip on the chorus because I'm already adding some chorus to it. I'm also adding reverb, but I'm going to add just a little bit more over here. So I'm going to back this off a little bit because I know I'm going to add more. So what this is I have a P controller on this, and I'm going to have these two get triggered by the guitar sound itself. So when the guitar plays, it's going to turn these effects on, and then as the guitar gets softer and quieter, it's going to turn them down. So let's do that. And we can turn it down just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to EQ the guitar a bit. Okay, let's add a little bit of reverb to the choir. I just kind of duck the high frequencies of the choir a little bit, and what that's going to do is help push it back a little bit more, which is also what the reverb is helping to do. Okay, I'm going to add some reverb to the violin. Okay, and I'm going to take the choir and shorten every single one of the notes by just a little bit. That way things aren't ringing out for quite as long. And in fact, I'm going to take some of these longer notes here, here, and shorten them down just a bit. So let's go like maybe that much. Let's shorten them a little bit more. Okay, and I think for the purposes of this video, that's going to be about it. So basically we have a, like, I'm calling them the pizza strings because I don't know how to say the word. But these like plucked string sounds, which sound like this. Then I have a violin. We have some choirs. And we have a guitar. And all together it sounds like this.